Hi, my name is
Yes, nice to meet you.
What's
My
your
name
name?
my name is Thảo.
Tao. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam. You know Vietnam?
Yeah, I've been to Vietnam, but a long time ago. What city are you from?
I live in Thái Nguyên. It's a city near Hanoi, the capital of
Okay.
Vietnam. Yes. And where do you visit in Vietnam?
I actually did a lot of the country. So I flew into Hanoi and then I traveled overland down to Ho Chi Minh
Yes.
and into the border in Cambodia. But it was a long time ago, maybe 2003.
Yes. And what do you think of Vietnamese people and Vietnamese food?
Yeah, I loved the food. The food, Vietnamese food, is delicious.
Yes.
And the people that I met, everybody was really lovely.
Yes. And have you ever tried pho? PH
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Thai. Yes.
yeah. It's funny. I grew up in Australia, and there's a lot of Vietnamese immigrants in Australia, but now I live in Colombia.
Yes.
And one of the foods, along with Korean food, that I miss the most is actually Vietnamese food.
Yes. And do you like to travel to
Yeah,
the countries?
yeah, I do like traveling. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have you been able to travel, Tao?
No, I never travel outside of Vietnam, but I travel some places in Vietnam.
Okay, what places have you been to in Vietnam that you loved?
I love Hanoi.
Hmm.
Yes, and I have never been to the south of Vietnam.
Okay.
Yes, and in the north I just like Hanoi and Hạ Long Bay. Have you
Hmm.
have you heard of Hạ Long Bay?
Yeah, I have. I just went there for like one day, but it is beautiful. You're right.
Yes. And you said you like travel, so how many countries have you traveled to?
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but probably, oh, I don't know, maybe 30.
Oh wow, 30.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Wow,
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Oh wow.
Yeah, I've always taken, for me anyway, and I understand I was super lucky to be born in Australia, obviously, but for me, working was always or is always about getting enough money to be able to travel. Like, that's what I like to spend my money on. Like, I don't like have really nice things and I don't have a nice car or anything like that. I always wanted to spend
Yes,
it on experiencing other cultures.
yes. And which country do you like best?
That's a really difficult question. Um, I think, like, to live in, at the moment, I'm living in Colombia. And for me, living here is like it's the right country to be living in. But in terms of visiting, um, I really like I really like Portugal as a country to visit.
Yes,
I really like Bangkok as a city to visit. Like, I think it's really fun.
yes,
Um, yeah, I don't know. Most places, no, that's not fair. Every place I've been to, there's been some things in it that I've loved. Every single place.
yes. And about me in the future, I also want to travel to the other countries. And
Mm,
like America, England, Japan,
yeah,
yes, and Thailand. Thailand
yeah.
is really near Vietnam.
It is. It's super close. It's super close. And it's so different to Vietnam. It's
Yes,
fascinating how geographically close the countries are in
yes,
Asia, but how diverse the cultures are.
yes. And could you tell me what do you like to do in your free time?
Yeah, of course, no problem. So, I really like exercising. So I go to the gym most days. I also ride a bicycle to work. I love walking. I like swimming. Generally, I like to be outside. So for me, a day spent inside watching Netflix or something like that just sounds like a terrible day. Like that is not me at all. I also really like cooking and I really like eating. I enjoy reading and I really like photography.
Yes. Wow. Yes. And
And
I
how about
also
you?
like,
What kind of hobbies do you have?
yes, I also like to cook and go walking and
Oh,
watch movies. So you watch movie in Netflix?
sometimes in the evening, like I watch a movie, but this really strange thing happens to me when I watch
Yes.
television or like watch things on my computer. I last for maybe 45 minutes, but then it has this hypnotic effect on me and I fall asleep. So for me to watch a movie, it usually takes me like 3 days to get through the whole thing.
So have you tried to watch horror movie?
No, not really. Is horror your favorite genre?
So what kinds of movies that you like?
Um, I guess I like things mostly that are telling a story. So I guess maybe crime stories or drama. I guess crime and drama are my favorite genres of film.
Yes. And about me, I like horror movies.
Okay.
Yes, I like to
What?
watch horror movies with my friends.
Okay. And do you always do that at somebody's house, or do you also tend to go to the cinema?
Mm, because I don't have enough money to go to the cinema, so I watch in my house on my
Okay.
computer.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
so
so then do you have your friends around to your house? Is that what you like to do?
I like to cook like you.
Yeah, okay, nice.
And
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I like to cook rice and fish and some vegetables. And I like to make orange juice because my father grows oranges.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I would like to do that too. Fresh
Yes,
orange juice is so delicious.
yes. And who is the best cook in your family? You or
Um, my mum used to be a chef, so I got
wow?
my like love of cooking from her. Um, she's really good at baking and sweet things. For me, I don't like that so much. I prefer to cook savory things. So I think like she is much better at sweet things, but I am probably better at savory things.
Yes. And wow, your mom is a chef. Oh,
Yeah, she used to be. She's retired now.
wow. And I like to watch the cooking shows on TV. So I usually watch the Master Chef. Do you know?
Oh, yeah. What country master chef do you like the best?
America and Vietnam.
Okay.
Yes. And I really admire the chef.
Yeah. Is that something that you would think about doing? Is being on MasterChef?
Yeah. Yes. And what is your favorite food?
Mm. Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I think, like for me, the thing that I like eating most is whatever country I'm in, I really like to eat whatever fresh fruit and vegetables are local. Because I think that they have the most flavor, and when you put them in your mouth, like the flavor just
Yeah.
explodes in your mouth. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes. And I also like the fresh vegetables and fruits. And in my family, we grow some vegetables and grow oranges.
Okay, what kind of vegetables do you grow as well as the oranges?
Yes, we grow some tomatoes and cucumber, and
Okay.
yes, and some broccoli.
Yeah. And do you sell them at the market or do you just grow them for your own purposes?
We just grow for my family to eat.
Okay.
Yes, but we grow oranges to sell.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And do you sell them at like a local market or do you sell them to shops or how does that work?
I sell them on the market. Market.
Okay.
Yes.
And is the market in your town every day or is it only a few days a week?
Every day.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. I sell every day. And what about drink? What do you like to drink?
The two things I drink the most of are, and I have both of them here, are like coffee, which I just drink black, and water. And sometimes I drink juice, but not very often. I really like mandarin juice. Here, there's really nice mandarins. And I also like pineapple juice with ginger in it.
Yes. And if you like coffee, in Vietnam we grow coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, here, Colombia also grows coffee. So the only coffee that you can really buy in Colombia is Colombian coffee. But I remember having Vietnamese coffee when I lived in Australia, like the beans, and it was beautiful.
Yes. And
Do you like coffee?
yes, I like coffee. And I like coffee like cappuccino,
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to ask you next what is your favorite way of having coffee?
I like to add milk.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you ever have it like the sweet condensed milk, the Vietnamese way of having coffee, or that's not something that you enjoy?
Yes, I think yes. In Vietnam, we usually drink coffee and add some sugar or milk.
Mm.
And have you ever, when you come to Vietnam, have you ever tried to drink tea, green tea?
I don't remember having green tea when I was in Vietnam, to be honest with you. I definitely remember having green tea in Japan, though.
Yes, and in Vietnam, in my city where I live, we grow many green tea.
Oh, okay. Do you drink green tea as well?
Yes,
What do you prefer, coffee or tea?
I think I like coffee more than tea a little.
Okay. How many cups of coffee would you drink a day?
I think three cup of coffees.
Okay. Oh, that's not too many.
Yes. And what about you?
I probably drink. I probably drink between 3 and 4 cups of coffee a day, but I tend to drink most of them in the morning.
Yes. And drink coffee in the morning make me wake up.
Yeah, yeah. I really have this like a habit. Like I like it to be like a ritual in the morning to like have some coffee while I'm starting my day at work, and also have some coffee while I'm eating breakfast.
Yes. And do you like to listen to music or something? Do you like to sing or dance?
I would love to be able to dance, but I can't. But I would love to be able to. Singing, I have a terrible singing voice, but I do love music.
Me too.
Yeah. Do you like to dance as well?
No. Even though I can't sing, but I like to sing alone. It makes me relaxed and comfortable and very funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And do you ever like going to karaoke with your friends, or is that not something that you enjoy?
Yeah, yeah. And what do you like to do on the weekend?
So for me, it's mostly about doing things outside. So, like going hiking or going swimming
Yeah,
or like having my friends over to my house and cooking for them. That's something that I really enjoy. And like I get a real pleasure out of doing that. I actually enjoy having people to my house to cook more than I enjoy going out, to be honest. Which is a little bit weird. But for me, that's really nice. And how about you? What do you like doing on the weekend?
yes. I also like to go to the swimming pool because now in Vietnam it's in the summer, very hot. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yes. And
Is there,
besides, I
is,
go to the park with my friends, and I spend time to practice to speak English.
okay. Where did where did you first learn English, Tao? Because your English is really good.
Thank you. I'm learning English at my extra class.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And how many days a week do you go to school?
Uh,
Or like your classes, I mean, sorry.
yes. I go to my class about 6 days a week.
Okay. Oh, wow. And how many hours a day do you do?
I think I'm learning English all the day.
Yeah.
Yes. Morning, afternoon, and evening.
Can you speak other languages as well as Vietnamese and English?
No, I can't because I think I just have to learn English, and English is really hard. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it is. It is. You're doing incredibly well, though. How long have you been doing classes for?
I think about 4 years.
Okay.
Yes. And
Hmm.
what about you? Can you speak the other language?
Yeah, I'm trying really hard while I live here to improve my Spanish
Yeah.
because Spanish is the first language here. So for me, I find reading like relatively easy.
Yeah.
And writing is okay. Um, and I would have said my listening was like, but I've recently moved cities like a long way away, and the accent is really different. And so my ear is finding it really difficult to get used to the accent here. And speaking, I find, yeah, I find difficult, except for really simple kind of transactional things.
Yes. And when you come to Vietnam, have you ever tried to speak Vietnamese?
No, for me, the change in inflection
Yeah.
on the words is really, really difficult.
Yes. And now I'm trying to learn English and grammar, but I think grammar is really hard to study to understand.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think for grammar, like my personal opinion, because I work as an English teacher at a high school here, that's like what my profession is. I think for grammar, the easiest way to learn it is to do it with like either like online drills or like worksheets that the teacher gives you, because like you just need to reinforce all the time and then hopefully it makes sense, like to get the patterns.
Yes. And oh, our time is running out. Can you see?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure to meet you, Tal. I really enjoyed speaking with you.
Yes, I'm really happy to talk with you and very nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. And good luck with your English. And if you decide to sign up to Cambly, hopefully we'll talk again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
And have
welcome.
a nice
Okay.
day in Colombia.
I will. Thank you. Take care.
Yes, and goodbye.
Bye. Take care.